In round number 1, 5 versus 5, tentative so far.
Yeah, lots of damage being taken on both sides. Like, at least 5 members have been hit once in this round, but no one yet died. Euphoria finally going down. Sexy Kate looking quite low as he holds out inside of blue, and I was really focused on where these frag grenades are going to come from Sona and Eska. The ones from Sona are not actually killing anyone yet, and Eska certainly not going to do the same, as he's now been taken out by Nesk as he gets the first kill in the series. Second, stepping in a couple of seconds later onto Sona. So those 2 players that I was looking to have an impact with those frags going to have nothing. PSK finding Penguin after he brought down Moringa, so a straight trade coming through for the side of Liquid, and now in a 4 versus 1. This round has quite quietly, dare I say, just gone the way of Team Liquid.
I think Sexy Cake just able to avoid a potential air jab there, just managed to vault his way over the handrail of the white stairs, but it doesn't matter as Palu will come in with that final kill. Euphoria was down outside, of course, from Sexy Cake earlier in the round, and that's going to be number 1 going to Team Angles and to really struggle to find any holes in that defense. So you've just got to keep probing, keep trying, and look for those openings where they present themselves. Now Sona, he's going to be looking for the man inside of VIP, but shut down by Moringa. He got an absolute glimpse of him there, and that was all he saw as the headshot comes in. Moringa goes big with a second onto Penguin, and Team Liquid right now, they are looking good. They are cooking up a treat inside of the kitchen, Des.
And a grenade cooking up outside from Eska, the third and final course. The dessert comes singing in there to at least take him out from the top, but it's 3 versus 2 and 30 seconds to play with. For the side of Parabellum, you start thinking about what can be done, but it is their top 2 fraggers, Spirits and Eska, the last 2 left on the field. No fancy tricks, no frag grenades available, no breaching charges or rounds, to be able to go rushing their way through a certain area of the map. It's all going to be a little bit predictable for Liquid, I think, unless they aren't aware about someone pushing in through security. It's Spirits, brings it to a 2 versus 2, and you got to go now. They find another, but sadly PSK has got the longer angle. Spirits hits the dirt. Liquid take around them.
Onto the concussive grenades there to see exactly what's going on. It can be used as a tool to just try and ensure that the information is correct, that there is a player in that location, as well, of course, as stunning. And look at this beautiful pinch there that we saw. Eska managing to get that kill onto PSK, and that gives Parabellum a nice advantage. Not just that, Des, they've got control over Office, which is their beachhead. It's their opportunity to get in behind that blue bar and put the diffuser down.
It feels like such a simple concept to line up a push from 2 players to pinch a player who's isolated by himself. You thought the same maybe would have happened to Sexy Cake earlier on, but for PSK at least, executed to perfection. It's something that other teams have really struggled with throughout the competition, G2 being one that I think of in terms of missed timings when it comes around to an execute. But on the Parabellum side, going in for the plant, Moringa, he smells some danger in the water, has to step up, but Spirits has got the cross from inside a kitchen. Beautifully set up by Parabellum as they completely clean house here. And despite the initial interruption, it feels like everything else is going to go their way. They know that Nesk is still on the upstairs, but they simply do not care. The diffuser is down. Nesk, knowing that he's got 4 men to bring down, all of them down to about half HP. So a bit of testament to the gunfights that Liquid have taken, but unfortunately none are going to finish off, none are going to give them any kind of advantage, and this should be a Parabellum round ace.
Absolutely, there's no way that Nesk closes this out now. He's got 7 seconds left to go. Of course he needs 7 seconds left on that timer to be able
Commend is the word I'm looking for here. I can't contend I'm a crap player with a C4, but I think the teams that we can really commend, TSM and Liquid, their use of C4s have been fantastic. In this game, particularly from Liquid, where we're seeing it here for the first time, at least between you and I. But for TSM, I think about the number of times they've done damage with it. There's a second in the round. I think I commented on this yesterday, another one of Parabellum's games, is that you never get the chance to stand up and have a go at actually shooting someone, because C4s are just catching you out every single time. A shotgun coming out from PSK, a spray down from Sexy Cake. This is just looking clinical from Liquid in round number 4. Part number 3, forget about that one. Look at number 4, because things are going incredibly different.
Certainly are. I mean, as you said, as just using those nitros, giving us a great example here in this round. They are just completely free kills. There's no challenge onto them. There's no danger. If you can use that information and you can get yourself that advantage.
A couple of times. The previous round, a good example, when PSK was roaming inside of Office and you had Sexy Cake out towards service entrance. They found the opening kill, but then once Parabellum got on the drones and figured out where the player was, they managed to set up a really nice pinch. Penguin again walks in as the entry death, mind you, though, and this time around it's to Nesk.
5th entry kill in a row for Team Liquid, and Sexy Cake, he doubles down on that, and just Parabellum's day goes from bad to worse here as Sexy Cake finds another headshot onto Sonar this time, and that gives Team Liquid a 4 versus 1 advantage as we see a quick kill traded out there. Nesk manages to back it up with one onto Euphoria. Esker, he's doing their job for them, Des! He's doing it for them! The nade, exactly what Parabellum did last time, but there is pings coming out here. In comes the nade, but the ADS saves the life of PSK, and so it should, as he is on the Jaeger just defending himself there. First entry kill goes to Parabellum this time. That is their first on the map, but it is not long before Sexy Cake level things off. Who else at the minute now? I think the Nitro went out there unsuccessfully. No, he did get the kill onto Penguin and doubles down Des. He finds a third in the round with one onto Esker, trading out the loss of one of his own men. 2 versus 2 here as we get an absolute flurry of kills in the Sun corridor heading into office, and all of a sudden things, they just slow down, but ramp back up as Palu finds the kill onto Euphoria. That's the Lion gone. 1 versus 1 Des, as Spirits will find the kill onto Moringa, and it's all down to Palu and Spirits here to close this round out.
Staring each other down here, no one really willing to move. The office corridor becoming the alley of death, it felt like. Everyone having a massive scrap. The thing is, Spirits has got to go through his man to get the diffuser here. I don't think he even knows. In fact, yes, he does. Sees the shot, lines it up and brings down Palu. Parabellum will find the round they so critically needed in round number 6.
Drones have gone in there, and because of the placement right out in that top northeast corner, they just haven't seen the Yokai drone, and it is providing a lot of information. It's allowing Penguin to step up on Cool Vibes and get himself a kill. It's being doubled up on as Sonar uses that heartbeat scanner to locate people. Euphoria, he will be downed on the Echo though, so as much as those drones can still be looked at, they can't be relocated now. 4 versus 4 as it's actually Palu on the vertical angle with the sledge who manages to find the Echo. Now then, he's going to try and continue challenging here, but shut down by Sonar with the Nitro. And you've got to ask the question, Des, was there information coming in from that Yokai drone, if it is still alive?
That or the cardiac sensor. It's double damage here coming out of both the Yokai drones and the cardiac sensor from Sonar, but he goes down to Moringa in this case. 3 versus 3 and 15 seconds to play. Liquid have got to pull the trigger now, but they're going to eat a face full of smoke to step in. Coming out from Penguin, that was his last one. They've got about 5 seconds. They're stepping in onto the sofas. The default spot is going to come out here, but can they be contested? Apparently the answer is no. Out comes the C4. It's a double from Esker. They shut Liquid down in the dying seconds. Just goes to show what you can do as a defender when there are only a few seconds left on the clock.
2 kills here from VIP on the vertical angles. We've got Sexy Cake, I believe, watching through the drone hole at this point in time, but as you say, Euphoria are able to keep those Yokai drones active, just watching for that main lobby push coming through, but he doesn't know that PSK is on the angle with a view into the bathroom there, and he will find a kill, leaving us 3 versus 2. 45 seconds left to go. Team Liquid, they've got the opportunity here, Des.
They even know. I'm not sure they're aware of Euphoria's presence here actually as well, and with that second Yokai able to play interrupt, all they're looking to do here again, I imagine, is waste some time. Plant number 1 comes in. Don't forget there's a limited number of charges here. They do recharge over time, but gets the second interrupted, and now he needs to come and challenge. He goes for the spray, assumes that he might have moved, but I think he's completely messed that one up. Oh, just carves over the top of his head, but Liquid have got away with the plant. Now we're going to have to see some aggression coming out. Euphoria not doing so well in the KD. PSK doing a totally different story. Sexy Cake steps up for the next one. You can see the emphatic nature coming out of the LATAM side. I've loved seeing that today.
Right now, 9 kills apiece they sit on at the minute, I believe, and by taking Spirits off the board, it is a big step for Team Liquid towards getting this round in the bag. Palu, he manages to find Euphoria. That's the Echo gone, and that is great teamwork there. Sexy Cake on the IQ drone, feeding that information in, and Palu, like a heat-seeking missile, Des, able to go in there and get the kill. Team Liquid smell blood in the water right now, Des. They are circling like sharks. It is 5 versus 3. It is 5-3 on the scoreboard, and Team Liquid, this could be over in a matter of minutes.
That's going to be another call coming out as well. First, they caught up the Echo playing on the cams, and the second time round, they've caught the Pulse doing exactly the same thing in lobby. They know where Euphoria was. They now know where Sonar is, or roughly where he is. They can just have a man watch the angle and worry about a push. They didn't know about Esker coming up from Cool Vibes, though, as he comes steaming into VIP. FaceIT, brings one down. The aggressive drop from Palu finds the kill, traded back out a second later. It's all come down to a 2 versus 2 and 15 seconds. Kill from Penguin, 2 massive kills. Might have just saved this round for Parabellum. 10 seconds to go. He's got to take the gunfight. He takes it, but now he's got a plant. Has no idea where his man is. Going to step inside a kitchen and go for the plant. Esker is on the charge through. I don't know if he has an idea where he is. They've got the ping coming in. He's off. He turns. He's phased, but he misses it. Esker landing the triple kill, spinning the 360 and keeping Parabellum going with their 4th round.
PSK was so close there. He did the right thing. He did the only thing that he could, and he stuck the defuse, got it down on the ground. He had half a second to flip 180 and challenge onto that service.
More valuable late round operator, so a little bit chaotic, but the way that you'll take it, if you're getting down to 40 seconds and it's a 4 versus 4, at least hear the right work coming out. A grenade coming in from behind Penguin, but he's holding these stairs vigilantly. Got himself a shotgun in hand and still all 3 charges remaining. Let's see what they can do. Oh, gets the smoke blown out, I think, by a grenade as it came raining down, and now he can start the stall tactic as we hit 25 seconds remaining. Liquid are going to want to pull this trigger soon, and they need to be so careful of where these 3 men still are on the side of Parabellum. One goes down, the flank coming out from Esker. Didn't know about the vertical from the sledges. He looks up. This plant's going to go down. Liquid should be stepping up to match point. Spirits can't connect. 6 and 4. That was only the first 90 seconds. They've achieved so much, giving themselves such a lead with all the time still to work with. We've seen them throw it away already on the Sunrise plant they had earlier on with the dying few seconds used to get that plant down. But here, it feels like it shouldn't be one that goes the way of Parabellum. A 3rd kill, a 4th. Sexy Cake going big. The C4 coming out from Esker, but he has got a mountain to climb. It's going to have to be 4 further kills to his side, taking him to 16 if he's going to be able to save that one, and he's going to have to do it in rapid time. The diffuser is down. They're pushing on to 90. There's 2 of them, and Nesk doesn't lose those shots. That's round or map number 1 going across the Liquid. Sona having his first 4 ex-Kairos blasted off by the Electroclaw coming out from PSK. So they say, look, forget this dance. We're not interested in playing games today. Let's just get the Maverick on there and get to work. But I agree with you. Got to keep a very close eye now on what happens when we start approaching that kitchen hatch, if at all. They might just go for a Moto and Blue push here and sack off kitchen, for example. And you can see that there are 2 or 3 currently stacked inside of dirt from Liquid. This feels like the right sort of time to make something happen.
Ness just taking a little bit of chip damage there. He's trying to hold on to Blue Tunnel for the time being. I like what I see from Parabellum here, and that is multiple angles of attack, Des. And this is what happens. Palu shut down underneath kitchen. Nesk shut down in the blue corridor, and they're rushing into sight. They're getting kills. PSK and Moringa do what they can to stem the flow. And how about that? PSK finds 2 to add to 1, leaving him 3 on the round. A quad kill gets Team Liquid round number 1, Des. Unbelievable from PSK.
Kind of a pseudo ADS. It catches drones, it catches operators, it catches projectiles. It's going to help you eat any grenades that might otherwise come singing in. Ness taking challenge inside of bedroom, but not quite winning that one out. But the same can't really be said for Penguin or Sona, who are both down to about 20 HP.
Interesting rotation there as Ness just recognises the fragility of his life here inside round 2. Dips away from that important position on the bomb chassis and moves himself into the red stairs corridor to just try and hold an alternative angle. Now Palu is still underneath with PSK here, and my concern, Des, for Team Liquid is the fact that they're a little bit short-handed on sight. Only
and on
3
time.
versus 5 effectively up there, but as you say, Parabellum are burning time here and they don't have much left to go. Find the kill onto Nesk, but Palu does find one onto Esker downstairs. They've got a man down inside of sight as well. Sonar, Penguin goes down. These are kills raining in for Team Liquid. It is 2 versus 2 here, Des, but it's the time, it's the clock. We picked up on it, and ultimately that sand does not stop rolling through the hourglass, and it is Team Liquid with their 6th man of that 3-minute timer that wins out and rotate back to site later in the round if possible. But for the time being, he does not want to make the lives of Parabellum easy, and he's going to hold a man there for the time.
3 drones in back pocket for Euphoria and Spirits here, and there's a world where really an Ash shouldn't be droning herself in, but you still want them out in the map somewhere. Oh,
he sees him.
Gets under that by a second and sadly doesn't get the pixel in time, but it's Sexy Cake to step round and pick up Penguin. He might be kicking himself once he realises that actually those very, very brief pixel changes were indeed an enemy passing by and not just the wind. Palu gets up onto Sona 2, a double kill coming in the round. 5 versus 2 for Liquid. This looks to be yet another dominant round, if not a flawless one, but Spirit's going to play spoiler to that party at the very least, but he's got to do it against 4 of them. It's going to be another restep coming through for Palu. Same spot once again in the dirt. They will
on the position of that defense. diffuser for the time being. It's in the hands of Sonar, who goes towards the stock hatch, which drops down into blue. Now, Palu is the man holding on to blue for the time being. Has to bail out of there as the throwable utility starts to rain in. He's going to get himself back to boxes and look to make a challenge. Now, Euphoria has also dropped into Moto, so once again, good approach from Parabellum, pushing number of angles, just probing the Team Liquid defense here, not allowing them to set themselves, not allowing them to find any comfort inside of this site. You want to keep these defenders spinning on their heels. Euphoria opens up the Ash Rush spot. He's looking to get himself into Arsenal potentially and challenge onto Palu here, but time is going to be a factor, Des. 14 seconds left to go. Sonar looks to push with him. Euphoria, important double kill there. Great play, takes control of this round. 1 versus 3 now for PSK. Where have we seen this before, Des? 1 versus 2, he finds the first. Euphoria tries to get that diffuser down on the ground. He finds the second, surely not again, Des. He can't do this. It's 1 versus 1. This is not allowed, Des. PSK with a second 1v3 clutch down in Church and Arsenal. This time he disables the activated diffuser. Can nothing stop this man in the basement? Just looking for anything that they can find, just looking to connect onto one of those attackers. Team Liquid, they know that this game is poised, it's ready, it's theirs. They're looking to move on in this lower bracket.
I mean, he's kind of wasted his chance there to get a grenade. Oh, Nesk! Immediately traded out by, well, not him, but individually over to the other side. Oh, never mind, forget about it. Just when it looks like they're getting an advantage, Ace, this happens. That was over in record.
Safety and logistics, and Team Liquid, they're not looking too bad so far.
As soon as they had control of CCTV, there's no way he was walking out there alive. He was a dead man walking, or a dead man ripping a C4 if you want to look at it that way. But to add to the torture, you have the Maverick stepping up a Penguin, ripping a hole in red, one going through in the double wall that leads into Cash. Everywhere he looked, new holes are being opened, but he's wasted so much time, and Liquid have taken 2 of their scouts in the process. It's a 4 versus 3, and there's only 50 seconds to play with. They didn't manage to succeed last time around in this spot. They lose another one. Nesk into a triple in the round before finally the Juggernaut is shut down by Esker. But I think at this point it's too little too late. Sonar, no HP left. He might even get himself shot to death if he's not careful. Stepping through the rotate here will keep himself alive. But they have got one hell of a clutch to pull off here, Ace. Otherwise, it's 6-0 to Liquid.
The problem there being timing for Parabellum, Des. Nesk was able to be shut down from the hatch, but it just didn't happen. Team Liquid get themselves round number 6. Moringa finishing things off there, and this is becoming a landslide victory for the LATAM team. You wouldn't like to bet on it with the way that Team Liquid are playing at the minute, and the rest of the teams in the 6 Invitational must be looking at this performance and thinking, boy, we really hope Team Liquid aren't waking up here and now, but that is exactly what's happening as Sonar finds himself downed and finished off by PSK. Nesk had a kill in the round as well, I believe, and that leaves us now 5 versus 3, Des. This is going to be over in a matter of seconds as Palu gets a kill onto Penguin using that Jackal track from the Inox scanner to find his man and shut him down. 5 versus 2, and surely this is too much for Esker and Euphoria. 1 found on the Nitro, great play, but there's a long way to go.
1 found on the Nitro, but at what cost? It cost them everything. Esker, 1 versus 3. This is it. The hero play to make, or they are out there going home on the next flight back to Canada, or admittedly in the next 48 hours, but it sounds better for the story to say the next flight. Esker with a triple kill. Can he get the final 2? He's got to ace out here to not have that last memory of this stage here in Paris. Be a 7-0 at the hands of Liquid. 50 seconds to play with. They've even got time to get on drones here, Tim. There's going to be no fear.
Certainly isn't. Team Liquid showing their experience. There's Esker on low health here, and there are 2 members of Team Liquid chasing him down. They know exactly where he is. In comes the pre-fire from Moringa, and that is going to be 7-0 to Team Liquid. They have just washed over the top of Parabellum, Des. They have crushed them against the rock face. They could not prevent the tide from just pushing them to defeat, and that is going to be Team Liquid moving on in the lower bracket, and Parabellum, they are out of the 6 Invitational.